Hi, it's Poku Banks, baby. Today we're going to be talking about the 10 money commandments that you must follow. And these are rules that I've created that I feel that apply a lot to my life and have helped me a lot in building my personal finances, which will help you guys today. Now, I'm Poku Banks, I'm an entrepreneur, I love talking about personal finance, and I go to university, so I live one hell of a life. Now, when it comes to money, right, money is a big taboo topic. When it comes to, when you're growing up in your households and whatnot. And you would not know unless your parents are financially literate and they taught you. You guys would go to school and learn about business from a teacher that's never run a business. And if you're like me, I wasn't taught much about personal finance. I learned the basics, but again, most of it was a lot of self-development. A lot of it was, going out and seeking information. That's what I feel like you guys should always be like, always wanting to learn. Because, education does not stop once you finish school. Education is forever. Now, the rules that I'm going to get on today, I personally believe that these matter the most. These will help you guide your finances and the way you should think about money. Now, like I said, I don't expect you guys to come and take all these rules and apply it to your lives. There's a reason why this is called personal finance. It's personal to you. Your finances are personal to you. So therefore, you should take what you feel like applies to you, take it and improve your life. That's all I'm asking for. I'm not saying, agree with everything I say. Commandment number 1, thou shalt live below your means. You probably heard of this one. Don't spend more than what you make. So your income's here, how much you spend is here. It shouldn't be income here, spend here, or spend here. It shouldn't be like that. Essentially, what I'm saying is don't act your wage. The reason you need to live below your means is so that you have a lot of money left for a rainy day. So if, say, things go bad, you have money saved over. Or, like I do, save it to invest. Save your money to invest it to multiply your money. If you earn £100,000 per year, act like you earn £50,000 per year. Just because you earn £100,000 per year does not mean you need to start doing up lifestyle. So designer clothes, extravagant holidays, really expensive sport cars, large houses, live below your means. 100k salary is only £66,000 net take-home pay. So this is after tax, after national insurance, all of that. What you need to remember is that savings is the gap between your income and your ego. If you got a high ego, you like to show off, your savings is going to be very, very little. In fact, you may not save at all. Whereas those that don't really care about what other people think about them, they'll save a lot more because they don't have a big ego. So let's say your income's here and your ego's here. You don't care about what other people think about you, the saving will be large. Whereas if you have a high ego and your income's still here, you won't be saving at all. Now here are the 2 rules I follow when it comes to buying luxuries. Only buy if you can afford it 3 times, and only fancy if you can afford the monthly payment 10 times. Now an example of luxuries is like a holiday or, a car payment of a luxury car. So essentially, if a car costs £25,000, I personally believe, and I think a lot of other people believe, that you should have £75,000 in your bank account before you buy it. Why? This basically means you'll never default on any sort of payment and it won't stretch you financially. The second commandment is simply to establish an emergency fund. An emergency fund is simply a fund where you don't touch unless you hit a certain emergency. So let's say, you get into a car accident and you need to repair your car because you use that car to get to work every day. Now, a lot of financial gurus will say, you need an emergency fund of at least 3 to 6 months. So let's say, for example, you spend on average, £800 per month. This includes rent, your bills, your food, your transport, all of that, £800. You'll need at least 2.4k in your emergency fund or 4.8k, 3 to 6 months in your emergency fund. And the reason this is because let's say, let's use the health pandemic for example. During the health pandemic, you may have lost your job. This means you can give yourself 3 to 6 months to get back on your feet. With an emergency fund, you don't need to worry about scrabbling for the next bill to be paid because you have an emergency fund. You take money from your emergency fund to go pay your bills while you're looking for a new job. The emergency fund is just to keep you afloat. You don't need to worry about, borrowing money from your friends or your family with high interest rates. You've got an emergency fund to pay off all your bills and whatnot. I personally believe that if you're an entrepreneur like me and your money you get every month depends varying on what you do and your results, I personally believe you need a 6-month emergency fund. Why? Because, if you do go broke or something bad goes wrong, it can take a while for you to get back on your feet. You never know. Whereas with a job, all you need to do is find another job. But again, I understand that's a lot to a lot of people. So start with £1,000. That's a good place to start. £1,000, put it in a savings account, don't touch it. Number 3, the third commandment, money matters. Talk about money. Just talk about it. If you're a parent, talk to your children about money, teach them about personal finance. If you have a girlfriend or you have your wife, talk to your wife about personal finance. Talk about your spending habits. If you're trying to build with someone and, create a family, when one's a saver and one's a spender, the finances will just crumble. You need to speak to your partner about, how you're going to spend, how you're going to budget. And this relates to what I was talking about at the beginning, Money is a taboo topic. It's like people are scared to talk about money. I don't blame them. It's not a good topic to talk about because some people haven't got the finances sorted. But it does need to be spoken about. It needs to be addressed. And if it gets addressed too late, then it becomes a problem. Now, the leading cause of divorce is actually due to money problems, money disputes, and there'll be a source down below if you don't believe me. Now, I'm guessing you guys already know, but I love talking about money. I talk about money to all my friends. I like getting different perspectives on how they think about it, how they're gonna invest it, or how they save it, what they do with their money, how they enjoy their money. Now, let's just be real, money matters. I don't want to hear, oh, money doesn't matter. It matters. Trust me, it controls the world. It runs the world. Money influences a lot of things that happen in your day-to-day life. And once you got it all sorted, then you have a lot more freedom to do what you want. Make sure you have those conversations with those people in your family. Make sure you teach them, advise them, and take them on the right route. Number 4, the 4th commandment. Have a plan for your money. Don't let your money be bored. It's sitting in your account doing nothing. I personally believe that any income that you get into your bank account, you should have a plan to do something with it. So, it could be a plan to waste it. It could be a plan to go spend on clubbing. It could be a plan to invest it. It could be a plan to pay down debt. It could be a plan to save it. Whatever. Just make sure you have a plan with your money. Don't let it be bored. Don't let it be sitting in your account doing nothing. All I'm saying is just make sure you have a plan and just do something with your money. There's nothing wrong with spending it because you're making memories from that anyway. Because if you just leave your money in your bank account doing nothing, guess who is fighting? It's fighting inflation. And who's going to win that battle? Inflation every single time. If you have £100 in the bank account, next year that £100 in real terms will be worth £98. You should do something with money. At least spend it when it was worth £100. The 5th commandment that I feel like everyone should do is check your expenses. Thou shalt check their expenses every month. See where your money's going. And when it comes to checking your expenses, literally go on your online banking, go through all your transactions for the month, put it into a spreadsheet, separate it into categories, and then you'll know how much you spend on each category. This alone will just open your eyes so much. Let me put it like this. Let's imagine you have a jug of water, a big jug of water now. There's a little crack in it at the bottom and a little bit of water's coming out. But since it's so little, it doesn't matter to you. You're not worried, it's happening. And then a little crack comes over here, more's coming out. But again, you have a big jug, but you don't really mind. But over time, your big jug of water is going down and down and down. You're not really checking where these cracks are. Going on the spreadsheet, checking where these cracks are, where money's slipping out of your bank account. Look, I promise you, if you just spend, 30 minutes checking your transactions, checking to see and organizing it in a spreadsheet, a simple spreadsheet, it doesn't need to be anything fancy. I swear to God, you'll save so much money next month. I swear. The 6th commandment that I believe that everyone should do is simply don't buy for price, but buy for quality. A simple example is, this tripod. I bought a cheap tripod at the beginning of the year. I thought, let me save money, let me buy one for cheap. It lasted me, a month and a half? So now that tripod's broke, that tripod cost me around £25. I then went to go buy a tripod for £45, which is sturdy and was the one I'm using now. If I had this video when I started off my journey, I would have bought a £45 tripod and I would have only spent £45. That's £25 saved, which could be used to something else. I would have more money in my bank account. And this rule just goes for everything, you get what you pay for. Look for quality and go for reviews. Also, this rule will always follow. Pay more for convenience. So I had a property viewing in Nottingham and I was running late. But to get there, I had to get a tram and a bus to get there. That was the cheapest way to get there. It would have cost me around £5. Now, I could do that and save money, or I can just get an Uber straight there, which will cost me around £10. Now, in that situation, I don't mind paying £5 more on an Uber, £10, for convenience, to not be late, because the Uber would have got me there on time. I could have been a cheapskate and saved money and got the tram and the bus, but again, that £5 I saved by taking the tram and the bus, it's not worth, being late to them. I'm not trying to, give a bad impression. I'm trying to show that I'm serious. The 7th commandment that I feel like everyone should adopt is essentially never ever question spending money to better yourself. So this may go for, gym memberships. This will go for books, courses. All of these things better yourself. If I buy a course for £50, I know that course will definitely make me around £500. It's bettering myself. So I see it as an investment. Again, you can do this on selfelevation.co.uk, risk-free betting, Reselling to Riches, all of these courses are up there. Check it down, link down below. A gym membership, £15 per month. I don't see that as a liability. I don't really see it as an expense. I see it as an investment in myself and in my physique. Books as well, I see the price, I don't even think twice about it. Why? Because I know the knowledge I gain, it will stay there forever. Now, if you're a girl watching this and, you're a social media influencer and you want to spend more money making yourself look good, go ahead. If it benefits you in terms of increasing your happiness, why not? Now, the 8th commandment that I believe that everyone should listen to is simply only buy luxury once you've achieved one of your goals. Now, the reason I believe in this, it simply just motivates you to do more. For me, I want to get a Mercedes CLA. I will not get that Mercedes CLA until I'm making £5,000 per month in income. I will not get it until then. So when I do get it, I've hit that goal. But I will not get it until I reach that goal. And I feel like when you get that item, it kind of pushes you to do more. Yes, it may see it as a little bit materialistic, but that's pushing me. It's more of an incentive for me to work harder and harder. So essentially, guys, in the future, if you see me buying anything extravagant, just know I've done well. Just know I'm doing well behind the scenes. The 9th commandment: use money to save time and think of money as life energy. So for example, let's say, you work for £10 an hour and you're gonna buy, something that costs £500, maybe a camera, whatever. Is that camera really worth 50 hours of your life? That's over 2 days. 2 days and 2 hours of your life. Think of it like that. That's when I think of all these purchases. But if I make, £250 per hour, that camera is only worth 2 hours of my life. So therefore, I'll be more inclined to buy it. That's how you should think of it. Think of money as life energy. Back in the day on my first job, I used to work at a theme park. I was on £4.5p per hour. And there was a thing where lunch will cost, Subway, lunch will cost me like £6. So I used to see it like, okay, 1 hour and a half is worth a Subway. And it just got me thinking, damn, 1 hour and a half of my life is worth a Subway. Does that make any sense? Like, you're worth way more than that. So I started getting lunch from home and saving money because, it felt like, why is 1 hour and a half of my life only worth a Subway? A foot long. So yeah, when I realized that, it was just like, it was a shame. But I was back in the old days. I was when I was like 16. So and again, use money to save time. So let's say, for example, you can earn £100 in 1 hour. Cooking takes 2 hours. So essentially, you have two options. You can cook, or you can pay someone, a chef, like pay him £50 to make you some food, and then you can spend 2 hours of your time making money. So essentially, you've made £150. You've made £150 and someone's cooked food for you. You paid them £50 to do that. Use money to save time. Delegate. Get other people to do it for you. Why? Because it's not worth it. All these rich people, Bill Gates, Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, do you really think they mow the lawn? Do you really think they clean their house? Do you really think they do that? They pay people to do that. Why? Because their time is worth more. Look, if Jeff Bezos does the average things that a normal human being does, so clean the house, tidy up the rooms, all of that, he would actually lose money. Why? Because he's on the office making big decisions. Look, I like saving money, but look, if an Uber can get me somewhere faster than getting public transport or something cheaper, I'll take the Uber any day. Why? Because I'm saving time. I've got more things to do. I've got money to make. And number 10, spend your money on experiences, not materialistic items. Now, when it comes to this, if I had £500, would you rather A, spend your money on a holiday, go to Amsterdam, Paris, whatever, or B, spend your money on a sweatshirt? Which would you do? The expensive sweatshirt, which costs £500, or the holiday? I pick the holiday any day. Why? Because the holiday gives you memories. It's a new experience. It's something different, taking me out of the area, taking me out of the UK. Yes, I could buy a £500 sweatshirt, but again, what memories is that giving me? It'll look nice for 1 year, then it run out of fashion. I like spending money on experiences. I like doing exotic things. Your maturity is not based on your age, it's based on the things that you experience in life. Check my Instagram. I like doing things. I like experiencing new things. I like trying new things. I like jet skiing. I like going to different places. And you may be thinking, oh, this guy just said he wants to buy a CLA. That's very materialistic. You're hypocritical. No, a Mercedes CLA is now giving me a new experience. Me driving a luxury car. If I buy a Lamborghini, that's a new experience driving a very fast car. Yes, it's materialistic, but it gives you experience with it as well. But all I'm saying is just make sure you're spending money on experiences rather than materialistic items, in my opinion. That's how I believe. But yeah, guys, these are my 10 money commandments. This is what I believe in. If there's anything I missed out or anything that you believe in, comment down below. I would love to see what you guys have to say. I might even apply something that you guys say into my life. If you love this video, make sure you leave a like and subscribe. Get me to 100k, you already know. We're around 15.8k now at the time of recording this. So, you guys, we've got a lot more to go. But yeah, any requests, leave it down below. Hope you guys enjoyed it, man. It's Poku Banks, baby.